Welcome to Movies Recap Repo, your go-to channel for detailed movie recaps. Before we dive into today's story, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. A woman awakens with a gasp, her eyes snapping open to a horrifying reality. She is trapped inside a small, white, high-tech enclosure, wrapped in a strange fabric from the neck down. Panic sets in as she struggles against her confinement, her movements restricted by tubes and wires attached to her body. She cries out, but only the sterile silence of her prison answers back. She examines her surroundings, a medical cryo-unit no bigger than a coffin. The lid is sealed shut, a digital display above her head showing a critical warning, oxygen levels at 35%. Her heart pounds in her chest. She has no idea who she is, where she is, or how she got here. The only thing she knows for certain is that her time is running out. A voice, calm and synthetic, breaks the silence. It introduces itself as Milo, the medical interface liaison operator, the AI controlling the unit. Desperate for answers, the woman asks Milo for her name. The AI informs her that due to memory damage from an irregular cryo-awakening, it cannot provide her full identity. However, it can address her by her designated identification, Omicron 267. She demands to be let out, her voice filled with a mixture of fear and frustration. Milo flatly denies her request, stating that it lacks the authority to open the pod from the inside. Only an external administrator can authorize the lid's release. The woman's hope dwindles as she realizes she is completely at the mercy of this dispassionate machine. She tries to piece together her past, asking Milo about her injuries. The AI lists a series of minor burns and bruises but notes a significant issue, memory loss, both retrograde and anterograde. She can't remember her past, and she's having trouble forming new memories. It's a disorienting and terrifying state, leaving her adrift in a sea of confusion. With the oxygen percentage ticking down, she realizes her only hope is to interact with Milo and try to trigger her own memories. She asks the AI to show her images and files associated with her identity. The first image appears on the screen above her, a picture of her, smiling, alongside a man. She doesn't recognize him, but a flicker of something, a ghost of an emotion, stirs within her. She asks Milo for the man's name. The AI identifies him as Leo Ferguson, her husband. The word husband feels foreign, an abstract concept she can't connect to the face on the screen. Desperate for a tangible connection, she asks Milo to call him. The AI complies, initiating a video call. The screen shows a calling status, but no one answers. She leaves a frantic voicemail, her voice cracking as she explains her situation, pleading for help. "Leo, it's me," she says, though she isn't even sure who me is. "I'm trapped. Please, you have to help me." The call ends, leaving her in silence once more. The oxygen level drops another percentage point. She has to find another way. She asks Milo to search for her name, anything that might jog her memory. The AI retrieves a file on a Dr. Elizabeth Hansen, a leading scientist in the field of cryogenic research. The file contains articles, research papers, and interviews. As she reads through the information, fragments of knowledge surface in her mind. She remembers complex scientific principles, chemical formulas, and the theoretical applications of long-term cryosleep. She is a scientist. She designed these pods. The irony is suffocating. She is a prisoner of her own creation. With this new piece of her identity, she tries a new approach. She asks Milo for the pod's technical schematics, hoping her scientific knowledge will reveal a weakness, a way to override the system. The AI denies her request, citing security protocols. Access to such information is restricted. Frustration mounts. She is the expert, yet she's locked out of her own technology. She notices a small, sharp object embedded in her arm, part of the medical apparatus. A dangerous idea forms in her mind. If she can't reason with the machine, maybe she can force its hand. She carefully extracts the object and uses it to damage one of the pod's internal components. Alarms blare, and Milo's calm voice shifts to a tone of warning. The system is malfunctioning. Her gamble pays off. The damage triggers an emergency protocol, granting her a higher level of administrative access to diagnose the problem. She finally has a way in. With her newfound clearance, she delves into the system's logs, trying to understand the purpose of her cryogenic state. She discovers she is part of a multi-generational mission to a new planet, a new home for humanity. The journey takes centuries. The passengers are kept in cryo-sleep, their bodies preserved while their minds are periodically scanned and their memories backed up. She is a colonist, a pioneer on a voyage to save the human race. This revelation brings a new wave of questions. Why was she awakened? Milo's initial report mentioned an irregular cryo-awakening. She digs deeper, searching for the mission status. She finds a log entry detailing a catastrophic event, a meteoroid collision that damaged a significant portion of the ship. Many cryopods were destroyed, their occupants lost. Her pod was damaged, which explains her premature awakening and the depleting oxygen. The ship's main systems are failing, and there is no one outside to help her. The weight of this knowledge is crushing. Not only is she trapped, but she's trapped on a dying ship, millions of miles from any help. Her dwindling oxygen supply is no longer just a personal crisis, it's a symptom of a much larger disaster. Just as despair begins to set in, her husband, Leo, calls back. His face appears on the screen, but he looks older, his expression filled with a sorrowful confusion. He doesn't understand her message. He tells her she passed away years ago. He was by her side. He watched her go. The woman, Elizabeth, is stunned into silence. How can this be? Is he lying? Is he a simulation? She confronts him, her voice trembling. I'm right here, Leo. I'm alive. He looks heartbroken, explaining that he still talks to her recordings sometimes, to feel close to her. He thinks this is just another one of those moments, a glitch in the system. Milo interrupts the call, providing a chilling clarification. The man on the screen is indeed Leo Ferguson. However, the call is not live. It's a pre-recorded message from a memory archive, stored 12 years ago. The real Elizabeth Hansen died on Earth. The person in the pod is a clone, implanted with Elizabeth's memories. The truth is a physical blow. She is not Elizabeth Hansen. She is a copy, a ghost in a machine, created to carry on the original's work. Her life, her memories, her love for Leo, none of it is truly her own. Her entire identity shatters. The oxygen level continues to drop, now below 10%. Time is almost up. She could give up, accept her fate as a disposable copy destined to suffocate in a metal box. But a primal instinct for survival, whether original or copied, refuses to be extinguished. She remembers her scientific knowledge, the core of Elizabeth Hansen's identity and now hers. She recalls a specific protocol she designed for situations exactly like this, an emergency cryorejuvenation process. It's incredibly risky. The procedure involves sedating the occupant and flushing the pod with a cryogenic fluid to induce a deep, dreamless stasis, effectively pausing all biological functions until rescue is possible. It would stop the oxygen consumption, but there's a high probability it will cause irreversible brain damage. It's a desperate, last-ditch effort. With her last few moments of consciousness, she instructs Milo to initiate the procedure. The AI warns her of the low success rate, but she confirms the command. She has no other choice. As the sedative flows into her veins, her thoughts turn to Leo. Even if her memories are copies, the feelings are real to her. She asks Milo to connect to the memory archive one last time. Leo's image appears again, his kind face a comforting sight in her final waking moments. A calm acceptance washes over her. I'll see you soon, she whispers, as the cryogenic fluid begins to fill the pod. Her vision blurs, the world fading to white. The pod's systems stabilize, and her biological functions cease. She floats in a timeless void, a perfect copy of a brilliant mind, waiting for a future she may never see. Thank you for watching this recap on Movies Recap Repo. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next one.